Welcome home, welcome back. I have so much information to share. I'm actually overwhelmed. I really hope that I don't overwhelm you. I have a lot of things to share. I wish you guys could see how many skincare products I'm looking at right now. I do have a couple disclaimers before we get started though. This is an unsponsored video, so none of these companies are paying me to say anything about their products. A lot of these products are quite expensive. Price does not always represent the quality. There are so many super expensive skincare brands or skincare products that aren't even good. They're like trash. And then there's a lot of affordable skincare products that are actually really good. So I'm gonna link a lot of resources and information down below because like I said, I don't have the time to like go into depth about all of these things, but there's definitely some like affordable skincare videos that you can watch down below. I can do one of those as well. I do want to say though that I think skincare is one of those things, at least for me, that I'm very willing to spend money and invest in because your skin is literally the biggest organ in your body. It is so important to take care of it. But that's not to say, of course, not everybody can afford like a $400 skincare routine. Everybody's skin is completely different. Do not watch this video and be like, oh, she uses all these products, this is the way that she does it, so it'll work for me as well. Because that is not the case. It does take a little bit of trial and error. You do need to know your skin type. So, for example, mine is normal to dry. There's like oily skin, acne-prone skin, sensitive skin. I will also link some videos about skin types down below and some quizzes you can take to kind of find out what skin type you are. My skin is kind of on the drier side, so all of my products are like very, very hydrating. I don't have very oily skin, so if you have oily skin, again, like these products might not work for you. Definitely do your research. I've researched like for hours on this, and that is why I have developed such a nice skincare routine, and that's also why this video has taken such a long time, because I really wanted to get my skincare routine down. I've been doing the same skincare routine for months now and it has worked for me. Okay, one last thing is 90% of this information I have received from La Beautyologist, who is an esthetician based in Los Angeles. I will link her down below. I've basically binge watched all of her videos, and that is kind of how I got into this skincare routine in the first place. So most of this video I'm just regurgitating her information. I don't use all the same products she uses because again, different type of skin. These are just products that I've been using that work for me. But I just want to give her some credit because yeah, she's like the skincare goddess. Please check her out. She is super knowledgeable. She's obviously an esthetician. I am not an esthetician. I'm not a doctor or a professional skincare person at all. This is just like the things that I've learned and what has worked for me. Those are all of the things I want to get out of the way before we get into the video. I'm going to be adding a lot of like random tips and information as we go along, but I don't want this intro to be too long and I'm so sorry I'm dragging it out. Let's get into the skincare routine. I like to think of it as your morning skincare routine is you're protecting your skin for the day. There's gonna be dirt, there's gonna be sweat, there's gonna be sun, there's gonna be pollution. So I think of the morning skincare routine as you're shielding your skin, you're protecting your skin from all of the things your skin is going to encounter throughout the day. One more thing, like I said, the price is not what matters. It is the quality, and the quality has to do with the ingredients that are used. There are 3 main things, I guess I would say, to avoid, but there's definitely a lot more things. The 2 main ones are fragrance and alcohol. If you see fragrance or alcohol in your products, they're most likely not good for your skin. And then also witch hazel. So I used to think witch hazel was like amazing for your skin. Come to find out, it's not. So anyway, so the first step in my AM skincare routine is cleanse. These are my 2 favorite cleansers that I use. This is the OCA Ocean Cleanser. Love it, love the smell. I keep this in my shower, so if I work out in the morning and I take a shower afterwards in the morning, then I usually just wash my face in the shower and then I come out and do the rest of my skincare routine. So this is what I typically use in the morning if I happen to shower in the morning. And then at night or just like any other time. I love the Youth to the People Kale and Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Superfood Cleanser. So this cleanser is my favorite cleanser in the entire world. These 2 cleansers are pretty much the only cleansers that I use. So another thing that La Beautyologist recommends is the 60-second rule. So she recommends washing your face for 60 seconds. A couple of tips that I have is put a scrunchie on each one of your arms so that when you wash your face, the water doesn't drip down, because that is one of my biggest pet peeves when you're washing your face in the sink and like the water and soap is just like dripping down your arms. Another thing that I do is I lather the soap in my hands before I like, instead of lathering it on my face, so I like rub it together and then put it on my face, just so that it doesn't, you don't have that like really harsh rubbing in on your skin. You want to be very gentle with your skin, very nurturing, kind of like massage your skin when you're cleansing it. Use a clean towel when you pat your face down, and also don't rub it really hard with a towel, just pat it dry. All right, so the next step is to tone. My two favorite toners are the Heritage Rose Water and Glycerin Toner. This is the one that Love Beautyologist recommends. I absolutely love it. It smells amazing. I actually need to get another one because I literally use this like 8 million times a day. And then I also use the Cocoa Kind Rose Water Toner. Yeah, these are definitely my two favorites. I would say toner is one of the most important products in my skincare routine that has changed the quality of my skin. It really helps to lock in the product that you use beforehand, and also to lock in the product that you put on top. It's also very hydrating. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a really big difference with toner, and I forgot my toner once, and I just felt like my skincare routine wasn't complete without it. Okay, so after cleansing and toning, typically I will use the Cocoa Kind Glow Essence. This is not a completely like necessary step, but it is kind of nice, and I use it occasionally, but it's not like, if you don't use an essence, it's not going to change your entire skincare routine. I just use it every now and then. So the next step is serums. So there are 3 that I like to use that I kind of switch between. The first one is Drunk Elephant, the C Firma Day Serum. I really love this one. This one is probably like the most intense vitamin C serum that I've used, but I absolutely love it. It just feels super high quality. I don't really know how to explain it. I also use the Cocoa Kind Vitamin C Serum with Sea Grape Caviar. So I use this when I go to James's. I'm actually running really low on it, but I do really like this one as well. It's a much lighter consistency. And then I also sometimes use the OCA Brightening Serum. I also really love this serum as well. So I kind of just switch off between them. You don't need to have like multiples of the same like type of product. I just have been sent these, and I genuinely love all of them. So sometimes I just like kind of can't decide which one I want to use. I don't know. This is something that I don't do every single day, but this is a jade facial roller. I also have the gua sha, I'm so sorry. The thing that you use with your face. I keep this in the fridge or the freezer. A lot of the time I forget to use this since it is in my fridge, and I have to like go out of my bathroom and go into the fridge and like get this out. I just kind of forget a lot of the time. But I do genuinely love it, especially like just the cooling feeling on my skin. This is something that I will use after I put on this serum. So I'll put the serum in, and then I will use this to kind of like push the serum more into my skin. And I also like push the kind of like fluids in my face around, and you can use it under your eye when it's cold to like reduce the look of puffiness. So again, it's not something I use every day, but it is a really fun tool to use in your skincare routine if you know, feel so inclined. So after that, again, I will go in with my tone, and I always like kind of pat in all the ingredients. Also, make sure you are also doing your neck and chest. This skin all above your boobs is very sensitive, and it's kind of like the same type of skin. So also this area, especially in the summer, is usually exposed to the sun just as much as your face is. So it's very important to also moisturize and like do all of it from like your face all the way down to your boobs. Then I will go in with moisturizer. My favorite moisturizer is the OCA Advanced Protection Cream. I have struggled with finding a moisturizer that I'm absolutely in love with, and the OCA Advanced Protection Cream is by far my favorite. It's super, super thick, very hydrating, very moisturizing. I don't know what it is about it, but I absolutely love this stuff. I use it every day, my day and night routines. Occasionally I will use the Drunk Elephant Proteini Cream. It's not like my absolute favorite, but I do love it. It's definitely a lighter feeling than this one, so it kind of depends. If you like a lighter moisturizer, this one's probably better for you. But like I said, I have pretty dry skin, so I like to use like a very thick moisturizing cream. Okay, most important step, I would argue, of your morning skincare routine is SPF. I didn't know this was a thing. I was like, oh, you just need to put sunscreen when you go on your face and your body when you go to the beach, which first of all, I have always been very bad at, hence why I always get sunburned. But since I discovered that SPF is something you need to wear every single day, despite the skin tone that you have, despite whether you work inside or not, whether you see the sun every day, doesn't matter. Like, you need to wear SPF every single day. The most important step. I alternate between 3 different types between 3 different sunscreens. I'm just gonna briefly go over all of them. They're all 30 SPF, by the way. So this is the Drunk Elephant Umbra Sheer Daily Defense Protection SPF. It has 20% zinc oxide. So this is a very thick sunscreen. I will typically use this if I'm like going to the beach or like spending a lot of time in the sun that day, or if I'm going for a run. This is like, I would say, the most, even though they're all 30 SPF, for some reason this one just feels a lot thicker and like more shieldy. It also has like a kind of white tint to it, so that's why I usually use it if I'm like going out and about and stuff. The one that I use every single day is the Biossance Squalene and Zinc Mineral Sunscreen. This does not have a very white like tint to it. It just feels very light on my face. I would wear this if I was gonna put on makeup afterwards. It just feels like a very nice daily sunscreen, like an everyday sunscreen type of thing. So this is what I typically use. The other one that I use is the Sunray See Clearly Translucent Sunscreen. So this one is actually a translucent sunscreen. It goes on clear, it's not white at all. The only thing is that it's very oily, so it gives your face a very glowy look, whereas the other ones have kind of a matte look. For me personally, I love like a dewy, glowy look. So occasionally I will use this. I won't use this if I'm gonna put on makeup just because it's very oily and I don't think makeup would do well on top of it, if that makes sense. One last product for my AM skincare routine. If I'm gonna wear makeup, this is the Tula Skincare Brighten Up Smoothing Primer Gel. This stuff is crazy. The texture and the feeling of it, I don't really know like how to explain it, but the feeling of it on my skin is incredible and I love it. So if I'm gonna wear makeup, I will typically prep my skin with this priming gel. Okay, one more product I forgot is the Drunk Elephant Bee Hydra. This product I use usually day and night. It is a serum, so a lot of times I will mix this with another serum. So for example, in the daytime, if I'm using the Drunk Elephant C serum or any of my vitamin C serums, I will put these on together. The Bee Hydra is just like a very hydrating serum that I love to use because, like I said, my skin's pretty dry. So this is like a universal product, and if I had to recommend any Drunk Elephant product, it would probably be this one. All right, that is my AM skincare routine. Like I said, I don't use every single one of the products I just shared with you every single day, but that is like my typical skincare routine. Another thing I forgot to mention is that my skin is not perfect, but overall I have seen an amazing difference in the overall texture of my skin since using the skincare routine. My skin has, though, just overall not had as many blemishes, but I do have hormonal acne, so I will occasionally get like cystic acne around my chin, like literally just like maybe once a month, and it's usually around my period, of course, since it's hormonal. So cystic and hormonal acne are definitely really hard acnes to treat, so that's why like doing a skincare routine and changing all of these products and stuff isn't always going to, you know, just like do a 180 for your skin, but I still think that having a solid skincare routine is very important. All of these products and the companies that I shared in this video, I'm gonna link down below. I really hope that you guys found this video helpful. Again, I tried to make it as short as possible and also give you information without overwhelming you, but I know this video is super long. If you want to see more skincare videos, more like in-depth ones, please let me know. I'm very, very happy to do so. Again, I'm not a professional, I'm not an esthetician, and I highly recommend checking out the channels and the information and resources and all of those things down below. Even though this video is not sponsored, I do just want to say thank you to all of the companies who have sent me and gifted me all of these products, because my skin and I are so grateful, forever grateful for it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you did and if you want to see more skincare related content, and I will see you all in the next one.